Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday, currently 10:30 in the morning. We have a different start to our day today, but it's a good one. So back in the day, I mean maybe 5-6 months ago, I think right around the time I started doing YouTube, I used to do deliveries for Potbelly. Not through Doordash, but they knew me through Doordash. So every time would come in, they'd be like, hey, would you be interested in doing these deliveries? We'll pay you cash. I said, cool, no problem. You know, so today I woke up to a text from the manager saying, hey, can you do this delivery? It's gonna pay at least 20 bucks. And I was like, cool, no problem. Cause, okay, so a couple months ago, I guess Potbelly changed their corporate strategy with DoorDash or whatever. So they didn't do catering through DoorDash anymore. And they couldn't, I guess, do cash payouts, which is kind of what they used to do to me. They would do a payout and give me the cash. But I guess today they're gonna bypass all that, I don't know. But regardless, I mean, I'm happy. We're gonna start our day with at least 20 bucks. And she told me she has more deliveries a little bit later today, like around noon and stuff. And I told her, as long as you know that I don't go to hospitals, no problem. I mean, I haven't talked to her about the pay, but typically she knows that it's gotta be up there for me to take it. I'm not gonna do them a favor, you know what I'm saying? If I don't do DoorDash a favor, I'm not gonna do them a favor. But yeah, I think it'll be worth it. I mean, I have a schedule from 11 till 7:30 like normal, so I can pause it while I'm doing these deliveries or whatever. It'll depend, you know. But right now we're about 10-12 minutes away from the drop-off here. It's going to a early development, child care place. You know, they order every single Tuesday. You know, I'm guessing it's part of the kids, you know, menu or whatever. They get to pick. I guess they get to eat from different places every single day. I'm not entirely sure, but I know that other days I've seen pizza places deliver there and whatnot. So, anyways. Hopefully this will be a good start to the day, and because of that I'm feeling a little bit ambitious, so I'm thinking we can do $250 today. I know it seems kind of out there, and you know, it hasn't been that busy lately, but I think with this start, I think we can do it. So anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, we just got the order dropped off, and look at that, 20 bucks, just like they told me. Now it does have the check that goes to the Potbelly, so I have to drop that off, which is fine because the Potbelly's in the middle of the town center. But I'm not gonna turn my dash on until I give them the check, because I don't like driving around with other people's money. And what if I lose it? Yeah, no thank you. So we're only about 6-7 minutes away from Potbelly anyways, so we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, so we got back to the town center. I gave the manager of Potbelly the check, so I'm about to go dash. And then I see that my dash is gone. And then I see that I had scheduled from 10 a.m. till 7:30. So I lost my schedule. But luckily I was able to schedule something real quick. So we have 11:30 to 1, 2 to 2:30, and 3 to 9:30. So the gaps are very minimal. Right now it's kind of slow, so I can dash now. It's currently 11:05. So in 10 more minutes I'll be able to dash now. And then I talked to her, and she told me to be there by 11:45 for the next delivery, going 1 mile. And she already gave me the tip, $21 in cash. So far we're doing pretty good. But yeah, so anyways, hopefully it gets busy and I can dash now. But I would definitely remind you guys to always look at what time you scheduled. I could have sworn I hit 11, but I guess it must have been 10. But yeah, so we'll see you guys on the next order. Guys, we were able to get online 11:15 on the dot. Few minutes, a couple of orders we've declined, but we get our first one here from Chipotle, $6.25. I think it's going less than 2 miles. Why not, right? The food was not ready, but we waited a few minutes, no problem. It's 11:25. I think by the time I get there, it might be 11:30 something. Then by the time I get back, it'll be 11:40. So basically, after doing this order, I'm probably gonna pause my dash, do the Potbelly one, and then just full on dash after that. So far we're having a great day. It is a little bit chilly, I don't know, it's really windy, super windy out of nowhere. But anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, so after dropping off the order from Chipotle, which ended up being randomly $6.70, I went back to Potbelly, right? And I was just sitting there, I was a little bit early, so I was just waiting. I can't really pause my dash, because if I pause it, it only gives me the 10 minutes. I don't know why it won't give me the 35 like it used to before. So I'm just declining. Unless I get something good, I'm already on my way anyways to doing the drop-off. So if I get something good, I should be able to still, you know, take it and deliver this. And I might get the prompt saying you're not heading towards the order or whatever. But right now I'm just declining a bunch of garbage. I mean, 425s, 350s, low-paying stack offers. It's been awful. But when I was waiting for the order from Potbelly, I was parked, you know, just sitting in my car. And I saw this guy, he parked in front of me with I would say a fairly new BMW, and the homie was doing DoorDash. Doing DoorDash in a BMW right now with the current gas prices cannot be cheap. I mean, I didn't say anything to him, and I was like, wow, maybe he's trying it out. Maybe he's normal dashing cars in the shop. I don't know. But doing DoorDash in a BMW right now, it just seems like a very hard thing to do. Anyways, we're only about 4 minutes from the drop-off here. It's going to a medical building. I know where it is, no problem. It's just a tiny box and 2 little bags. $21 tip, let's go. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, we're still making our way, but you know, it's never too early for app issues, right? So I'm just here declining stuff, and then it tells me something has gone wrong. The app like flashes, and then it signs me out. I mean, what else is new, right? I was looking at the comments on my last video. I know the iPhone people that replied, for the most part, they said they have no issues. You know, at least none of the issues we have of like foreclosing and this and that. I think I saw that maybe the order like disappears for like a little bit, but then it comes back, you know. So yeah, I don't know what's up with the Androids. Anyways, let me go get this dropped off. We'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, just dropped off the order here from Potbelly. No issues. As I was getting here, I got this order here from Tropical Smoothie Cafe, $6.25. I think it's like 3 miles. I took it just to have something to do right afterwards, and because the Tropical Smoothie is not very far, you know. So now we're gonna head over there. We're only 2-3 minutes away. I'm surprised I haven't gotten the text saying you're not heading in the right direction or whatever, because I haven't moved in about 3 or 4 minutes. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, the food was ready here at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Now we got about a 5-minute drive. So far, we're having an awesome day. I get it, not my usual day, but you know, I gotta maximize my earnings any way I can. So of course, when Potbelly said, hey, can you do these deliveries for 20 bucks a pop, basically? Of course, you know? So, I mean, I would suggest you guys try and do the same. Maybe build up relationships with the merchants that you go to a lot. I mean, there's some merchants that I go to every single time, but I have zero relationship with anybody there. Other ones I can come in and crack a joke. Hey, how's it going, man? How was your weekend? Or whatever, you know, how's the family? I don't know. But with Potbelly, I don't know how, but everyone that works at that Potbelly, like, I don't want to say they know me, but for the most part, even if I don't know them, I go out of my way. Hey, how you doing? You know, I'm here a lot. You know, how are you new? You know, things like that. I mean, there's days when I don't feel like talking to people. I get it. But for the most part, you know, being polite doesn't hurt. And this time it paid off. You know, we got $41 off Potbelly, plus the Chipotle, plus this. So we should have a really good day today. Overall, it's currently 12:07. So yeah, let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys back on the road. Guys, we got the order dropped off. It became $7.25. Then we got this order here from Sweet Leaf. Kind of risky, I think. Not really. I mean, the miles are not terrible. $8.50. I think it's going like 3, maybe 4 miles. It is 10 items. Now, Sweet Leaf is kind of like Street Green, but not as fast and in a terrible location. But I'm willing to take that bet today. I think it's gonna be at least double digits, maybe $10, maybe more. I don't know, but 10 items, it just seems like a lot for Sweet Leaf. Although I didn't look at the items, which I probably should do, just in case that they're probably like a bunch of drinks. So let me do that right now over here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take it because of where it's going. It's going to an office building. They usually always tip pretty decent, but again, not always. Looking at the items, and I can't see the subtotal. It just says $0. As you can see, I'm gonna see if I can show you at the bottom. Sorry for the glare, but $0. So I don't know how much they got, but they got a bunch of stuff, and I only see one drink here, and I think it might be bottled, so it might be okay. I mean, we're heading over there now, so we're 5 minutes away. Hopefully the food is ready when we get there, and then we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, so we get the food picked up, right? It took forever. The girl that was putting my order together, I think she has what I called lost bagging syndrome, meaning she kept bagging half the order and then she would like forget where she was and start all over again. Happened multiple times, and I'm like, wow. Eventually she gave me the food, and now we're stuck in the garage. I'm not entirely sure what the heck is going on. Nobody's moving, and I don't know why. So I'm like 5 seconds away from just like losing my mind, because I need to get out of this garage. If I stay here for a little much longer, I'm gonna have to pay, and I'm not gonna do that, that's for sure. So yeah, I still don't know why we're not moving. I'm not far enough to see what's going on, but yeah. Hopefully we get out of here soon. Currently 12:37, and we should be there in 1 minute, assuming we can get out of here. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. So we get to the drop-off, right, from Sweet Leaf. I get to the floor, and it's all these signs saying the office is closed for COVID. But on her comments, it says, go to the main office and leave it with the receptionist. but there's nobody there. I mean, not a single soul is at this office. I call her, she's like, oh, okay, I'll be right down. She comes down from a different floor and realizes nobody's there. And she was like surprised that they got all this food. So I was confused about who ordered it. I don't know. But I gave her the food, she got the food, and yeah, ended up being like $12.25, I think. And then we were coming back to the town center. We got this $6.25 here from Chipotle. I think it's like less than 2 miles. So of course we jumped on that right away. We just picked it up. So I think we're having a pretty solid day, and I think the orders from Potbelly are definitely like the little cherry on top. Exactly what I needed to have a very good, successful day. So, whew, so far it's 12:59, and we're about 2 minutes from the drop-off. Let's go. So we're getting to the customer drop-off, and it's a secure building, so I can't get in, right? The notes say, call me when you get here, or meet you outside. I'm calling him, I'm texting him, nothing. So I put in there, can't get a hold of the customer, and then it goes to the little countdown, and it goes to the bottom, return to the merchant. Okay, cool, whatever. Chipotle's in the town center anyways, I don't care. So I'm calling him, nothing. Eventually I hit return to merchant. The app does like this glitching thing, and then I see that it pays me for the initial delivery, but now the screen is normal. Like, I'm just accepting orders and whatnot. I thought it would prompt me to return the order, you know? So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I'm gonna return it anyways, because I don't want any type of problems with that. So I mean, it sucks for the customer, but I mean, it's his own fault. I called them, I texted him. The countdown was like 4 minutes long, so it's not like I waited, 1 minute or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and return this. I've been trying to close the app and opening it up again, just in case, like, it like figures itself out, I guess, but no luck. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give the food back to Chipotle and then move on. I don't know if I'm gonna get a contract violation, or maybe later it will adjust and give me the additional pay. I really don't know. But yeah, so that happened. We'll see you guys in the next one. So we get the food back to Chipotle. The manager looks super confused. But I mean, she said it's happened a couple of times now, so I'm not the first one to do it. I mean, she said they're just gonna toss it because, once the food goes over the counter and it comes back, you gotta toss it for food safety, even though it is sealed and whatnot. So the customer texted me once I got back to Chipotle saying, my apologies. So he said. So anyways, our first shift just ended at 11:30. I mean, at 1:30. I can't even talk. At 1:30, and we finished at $36.41 on Doordash, and you gotta add the 41 we did on Potbelly. So it's not too bad. Right now, I can't get back on until 2 p.m. As you guys can see, the map is dark, so I can't even get on even if I wanted to. I gotta wait about 15 minutes, and then we go from 2 to 2:30, and then from 3 to 9. So, the gaps are minimal. It's all good. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the bathroom, maybe get a drink of water, walk around. I don't know. But yeah, so we'll see you guys on the next one. I'm still waiting to get back on, right? I'm gonna put a screenshot here of the extra delivery pay that they gave me to bring the food back to Chipotle. A solid $2.96. I guess I really can't be mad because, for one, it's slow, and I guess I got something, Before, you would just leave the food there, take the photo, and get nothing. We did all this waiting. So I guess in the end, this works a little bit better. I wish it would be the same prompt. Like, let's say for like Total Wine, when it prompts me to bring it back, it'll basically act like another delivery. So once you say you're bringing it back, the GPS starts, and it's like a whole nother process. With this, it just says bring it back. Doesn't give you a map or anything. So I'm not really sure how they know if people bring the food back or not. I mean, I don't know. I know I did. So we'll see. Anyways, currently 1:40. We still got 5 more minutes before we can get back on. Guys, after a little bit of waiting, we got another order here from Chipotle. We were basically there anyways, showing $6.75. I want to say less than a mile. The food was ready. For a hot second, I thought it was the same order as before when I looked at the map, and I was like, it looks kind of familiar, but it was going somewhere else completely. And the name was different of the customer. I looked at the items, and then you can see the customer. So anyways, currently 1:55. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's slower now, but again, we're only going to take, now more than ever, we're only going to take orders that make sense because of the gas prices. But yeah, let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, so we got the order from Chipotle dropped off, no issues. Made it back to the town center, and I got this order here from the Madeline, $6.25. I think it's like 2.5 miles maybe. I took it, one, because it's not a bad order, and two, because it's already like 2:20. So when the order came in, it was like 2:17, and I was like, wow, this dash ends at 2:30, so this is gonna carry me a little bit over that. And then my next one doesn't start until 3, but I can get on around 2:45, so that way I don't do a whole lot of waiting, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I think it's, a slow and steady type of day. Yeah, it's relatively slow, but then again, we're not settling for any of that BS that DoorDash be sending. You know, I couldn't even imagine how people are doing this in other states where gas is like over $5 and you see orders for like $2.25, $3.75. Like, come on, that's insane. DoorDash needs to be, they need to realize, hey, gas is going up, so maybe the base pay needs to go up accordingly. I don't know. Maybe it's just a lot of wishful thinking, probably. But yeah, oh, and also I was talking to the Potbelly manager, and they have 2 more orders for tomorrow. One has like a $57 tip, and the other one's like $20. So she said, hey, can you be here at 10:45? I said, say less. So basically we have like $70 already pre-planned for tomorrow, hopefully, unless something changes. But yeah, we're about 5 minutes away now from the drop-off. We'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, so we're dropping off the order from the Madeline. We made it back to the town center, but I was not able to dash just yet. But almost like a minute or two after getting back, I could hit dash now. You know, a little more declining. I think. Let me look at here how many orders we've declined so far. So far, we've declined. Well, it resets by dash, and my dash just started again. But before accepting this next order we just got, we've declined 7 orders so far. Before accepting this current one right here from Sweet Green, it was $6.25. I think it's like just around 3 miles or so. I'm thinking it because the miles are pretty decent, you know, to the dollar ratio, and it'll keep us active. But yeah, I think I'll look at it at the end. At the end, we'll see how many orders we decline. I think I'm gonna have a record-breaking week of declines. That's just what I think. But we'll see. Anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, after dropping off the order from Sweet Green, we made it back to the town center. Did a bunch of declining. After 20 minutes, we finally got a decent order here from Silver Diner, showing $6.25. I think it was less than 3 miles. 6 items, so you know there's the possibility that it could be more. And I was just thinking, I think this month and even the following month, I think it's gonna weed out a lot of dashers that maybe were already on their way out. They weren't so sure, and now the fact that the gas prices are really high, people aren't tipping as well as they used to. So I feel like a lot of that it's really gonna decrease the number of dashers that are on the road, I think. I mean, they might not like quit per se, because you can just, you know, not dash and then come back later on. So maybe a lot of dashers that have like trucks or like, you know, full-size SUVs, you know, where it doesn't really make sense to be dashing right now because you're gonna spend a lot of money at the gas pump. Maybe they're gonna go dormant for a while, you know, take a little hibernation, if you will. Sorry, I got a phone call. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really gonna test out the toughness of some of the dashers. You know, are you willing to go out here and grind and maybe sit for a while, or are you gonna compromise and take a couple of bad orders? And I'm not gonna do that. I'm still gonna come out and dash because it's basically already part of my plan. It's already, you know, I like to plan things. So if I already schedule myself for the rest of the week, then that's what I'm gonna do. You know, we're gonna go out here with a goal. We're gonna try and make it happen. And if it doesn't happen, I mean, it's fine, you know, but we're gonna do everything we can to take good orders. I'm not doing DoorDash or Potbelly or anybody any favors, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we're out here to make money. We're not over here to just hang out and drive around town, you know? But yeah, so the goal today is pretty ambitious. I mean, can we still do it? I mean, I think so, why not? I think I said 250, right? I mean, after this, we should be over $100, I think. And it's already almost 4 o'clock, so the clock is definitely against us. I mean, I don't know, can we still do it? I don't know. But I like to think that it's still possible, so I'm not gonna adjust the goal just yet. But even if we do 200, 210, 220, even if we do 175, I would still call that a pretty successful day, you know? But yeah, so those are just my thoughts, and everybody thinks a little bit differently, but I still think there's money to be made. I just think that all the dashers need to, you know, be smart about it and figure out what number works for you guys, you know? For me, 625, 3 miles, I'm okay with that. 575, 3 miles, I probably wouldn't do that. You know, 575, 2 miles, maybe. From the right merchant, going to the right place, perhaps. You know, I think you got something to do one from FinTide the other day, 575, less than a mile. I mean, of course, I wish all orders were like that, right? Less than a mile, but I mean, realistically, I think everybody needs to really look at it and see, does it make sense? Do you have the right vehicle? You know, are you making enough money in the time that you're going out? Are you only gonna go out a certain amount of times a week? I don't know, you know. But if you guys have any questions or any suggestions, I'm here for it, you know. I really like everybody's input. I'm pulling up to the house right now, so let me drop this off real quick, and then we'll see you guys back on the road. Guys, so like I was just saying, well, first of all, we got the order dropped off. It ended up being $9.25, so let's go. Now we're sitting around $108, I think, for the entire dash. So back to what I was saying, like, hey, I'm here for you guys' just questions, suggestions, criticism, all of it. The only people that I would say I'm critical of, or maybe I don't really like what they do, it's when people do let me accept all the orders challenges. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, they're probably doing it just for the YouTube views and whatnot. So you guys will never see me do one of those challenges, because it just goes against everything I believe in. You know, it would be painful to do that. Like, I would have to lose a bet or something. I just could not sit here and do, I'm gonna accept all orders until I get, like, you know, whatever, $100. I feel like it would be super painful. I'll put a crap ton of miles on my car, and it just doesn't make sense. So I'm assuming they're doing it for the views. It's the only thing that makes sense, because you're not really gonna make, I mean, yeah, you're gonna make the money, but at what cost? You know, it just kind of reminds me of like the Thanos, you know, like where it cost you everything. You guys know what I'm talking about? Anyways, we're making our way back to the town center. It's currently 4:05. And yeah, we're sitting basically just shy of $110. We're actually probably gonna dash till 8 today, not 7:30. It's an additional 30 minutes. I'm not expecting anything crazy to happen in that time, but if we can do a little bit more money, hey, I'm here for it. Alrighty guys, we just accepted our next order, and this is from Grubhub, and they've changed their layout and it looks so much better. I think it was showing $7.72 for the payout for 2 miles from Subway. It's a Subway here in the town center. They're usually pretty good about being fast. But yeah, the map, or like the layout, now looks so much better here at on the Grubhub app. I think I took a screenshot of the initial offer. Looks 1,000 times better than what it used to. Excuse me. And yeah, we're about 4 minutes away. I mean, it's supposed to be ready in 7 minutes. So, hey, again, we're gonna make as much money as we can with what we have. I did reach out to Uber again on Twitter, and they did get back to me, but they kind of just did some, you know, give me the runaround, basically saying, oh, we're still looking into your case or whatever. So right now, Uber and I we're fighting. But yeah, so for now, we're gonna make the money that we can make with Doordash and Grubhub. So we're gonna make our way to Subway. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, so we got the order dropped off here from Subway through Grubhub. Then I was going back to the town center, but out of curiosity, I wanted to drive by the Exxon here. And it's $4.39 for regular gas. I believe yesterday it was like $4.19. So yeah, it's going up a lot. So I know some of you guys in California, it's like already like $5.75, $6. That's insane. Anyways, we have our next order here from Kava showing $6.25. I think 2.5 miles. My biggest issue with Kava is how slow they are. So we got the food picked up from Kava, right? So I get there, it's dead inside, and I see food, like it wasn't bagged yet, right? It was just sitting on the counter, but it had a sticker on it, right? For delivery or whatever. So there was a lady there standing with an iPad behind the counter. So I was like, hey, can you see that for me? She looks at me, looks to the girl all the way down the line, and says, hey, can you come help me, help him, because I'm on my break. And I was like, in my mind, like, if you're on your break, like, why are you behind the counter? How am I supposed to know you're on your break, you know? Which kind of make no sense to me. But anyways, the other girl came over, she backed it, she gave it to me. And it's always something with Kava. You know, it's either, like, you're either fully ignored, partially ignored, or when you get there, they haven't started on your order. You know, it's one of those places, like McDonald's, that don't really want to do delivery, but they have to, you know? So the employees look annoyed when you're like, hey, I'm picking up for so-and-so. Like, you know? So typically I decline Kava orders at face value because they're really slow. But right now I can't really pass up $6.25, 2.5 miles for 2 items. One of them being like pita chips, you know? So it was just a bowl that I really needed to wait for. But it was ready, it just wasn't bagged yet. Alrighty guys, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you see the Volkswagen in front of me with the temp tags from the state of Virginia? It expired May 11th, 2020. I want to have this guy, I can't even zoom in properly without moving the whole thing. I want to be this confident driving with expired tags, about 2 years old basically, you know. And I knew for a while they were kind of forgiving because of the whole COVID thing, but it's been a while. This man could have gone to the DMV and get that figured out. So I'm sure he's just on borrowed time right now. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. I can't really flip the camera back without earning the clip, but we're basically about a minute away. But I'm telling you, this guy, the level of confidence in just driving around with 2-year-old temp tags, you know, that's crazy. Anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys when we're back on the road. With the food dropped off, I might use my dash cam footage as opposed to the footage from this camera because I think it's a little bit better. It's a little more clear. But I mean, they were actually going near where I was going and I saw the driver parked and it was a girl. So, you know, ladies can be criminals also. I mean, criminals is an exaggeration, you know, but you know what I mean. Because I know when the whole COVID thing first happened, they were letting, you know, if you had an expired tag, it wasn't a big deal. But it's been about 2 years since they were issued that paper tag. And if I'm not mistaken, you only get a temp tag for like a month here in Virginia and you cannot renew it. You know, it's not renewable. You're supposed to get the actual tag. But yeah, anyways, now we're heading back to the town center, man, and I keep getting bombarded. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this order and I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't take it, okay? So let me take the screenshot. It'll come up on your screen any second now. It's from Chef. Chef, again, is this like food delivery service. They do like ready to eat meals or ready to cook meals, you know, where they basically give you like a packet, like a box, and it has, I'm guessing, some type of like ice cubes to make sure the food is cold and it doesn't go bad. And you basically deliver that to somebody's house, right? And I think they specialize on like immigrant food from different parts of the world, I'm guessing. But it's not even like a location. It's from some dude's van, right? And they're basically like my Walmart. I get bombarded with orders. They're usually terrible. This one isn't that bad on the surface, but it's going, well, for one, it's going 2 zones away. All right, that's why I'm not taking it for one. Because think about it, it's 4:49. If I were to take that right now, 5 p.m. rush hour, I would get stuck out there and I would not make it back here until like 7. So that's why I'm not taking it. And on top of that, most of the orders are usually garbage when it comes to the miles to the payout. And I'm pretty sure the payout never goes up. I've never done one before. One time I accepted the order and then I looked at the instructions and it was like, meet up so and so at the van, or you're gonna see the van in the parking lot. And I was like, what is this? You know, it's like, you know what, let me just unassign. I'm not meeting up anyone's van. I looked it up later, you know, I Googled them and it's a legit place, it's a legit company or whatever, but it just kind of weirded me out of like meeting some dude at a van. You know, he's gonna hand me packages, you know, I don't know. That's why I didn't do it. But if I get a good one, like mileage to the dollar ratio, I would do it. But I have yet to see one. I have not seen a single one where the miles and the dollar amount made sense. I just realized my window is down, so hopefully you guys can hear me. But it's like 50 degrees, so I was like, you know what, let me not use my AC system for anything, because, you know, let's save the gas. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. If not, then I guess I'll have to put my window up. But as of right now, I think I'm talking loud enough that you all can hear me. Anyways, we're about 2 minutes from the town center. We'll see you guys on the next one. So we actually never made it to the town center because I got this. Sorry. I just bit my tongue. I haven't done that in a long time. You guys ever do that? Where you just like accidentally like bite your tongue? Yeah, that hurt. Anyways, so we never made it back to the town center. We got this order here from Pupatella, 825. I think it's like 4.5 miles. The miles are a little bit heavy, which is why this is a small risk, I think. But it is 9 items, and Pupatella is not cheap. It's one of these places where the pizza is supposed to be like super authentic from whatever part of Italy they're from. I'm pulling it up. It says Neapolitan pizza, I think. Yeah. Anyways, the food is crazy expensive. I think one pizza is like 14-15 bucks, and it's like personal size, you know. So 9 items. This should be a lot of money, I think. Anyways, we're pulling in now. It looks pretty much dead in there. So hopefully, we'll get something on top. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, so far all the signs are there. As soon as I got to Pupatella, it prompted me to take a photo of my catering bag, which is always a sign that the order should be more than what is shown. The food was ready. 5 tiny pizzas and some sides and a couple of sodas, I think. Honestly, these people are gonna eat real good. Let me see if it lets me see the subtotal. I'm curious. Come on, let me see the subtotal. It doesn't let me do it. I don't know why some places I can see it, other places I can't. I don't really know. Or maybe when I do see it, it's a glitch. I don't know. But we're only 7 minutes away here, 2.7 miles. Let's go. Guys, I might have spoken too soon. I was looking at the order and it says a gift order. Gift delivery to Jeff from Andrew. Who gives food like this? I've never gifted anyone. like food like this, you know, like not in person, like not online, you know, like I might show up to your house, to your function with some food, you know, like it's like if someone's hosting a Super Bowl party or, you know, any type of, you know, event, you're gonna show up, you might bring something, maybe you'll bring some beer, some food, you know, a snack, whatever. But I've never gifted someone, yo man, did you get my order on DoorDash? That's for the fam, you know, like what? That's insane. That to me, that's crazy. To gift over $100 worth of food probably. So I'm always so hesitant whenever I see their gift orders, because I feel like when you're doing a gift, you're not really tipping because it's not for you. So hopefully Andrew didn't forget about me when he was gifting this food to Jeff. But yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I mean, I'll just blur out the address. I'll definitely, well, not if I can, I'll definitely have to blur it out. Or I might just show the fact that it's showing that it's a gift. Oh, but you know what's cool? I just read, it says Jeff M was notified of their gift, which is good. It's great. That means Jeff knows the food is coming. Sometimes, especially with Total Wine, I guess back in the day, maybe not as much now, but whenever they would do a gift order, half the people had no idea the food was coming, or like the wine was coming, you know, which is super annoying. But yeah, it says you may contact Jeff M directly if you have any delivery questions. But according to this, Jeff M was notified, and it is handed to me, so all I gotta do is knock on his door, I guess. But yeah, anyways, let me get this. Ooh, I just missed my turn. So what happens when I'm talking? I miss my turn. Jeez. It's okay. I only added an extra minute, so not the end of the world. But yeah, so hopefully we don't have any issues dropping it off. We'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, we are back in the town center. We got it dropped off. I think it had like a $16.50 payout, if I'm not mistaken. Super awkward interaction. I don't know if they were expecting Andrew to show up or what, but I get there and the lady, the amount of awkwardness, I mean, it wasn't in the room, we were outside, but I could feel the tension in the air. Like, she was so confused as to like who I was and if I worked for Papatella themselves. And I was like, I'm just doing your delivery through DoorDash. It's a gift order for Jeff from Andrew. And then she's like, oh, okay. But it was weird. Anyways, we just accepted our next order here from Potbelly. Let me take the screenshot. $7 payout. I think it's like 1.9 miles, I think, 5 items. But yeah, another decent order. And then, you know, Papatella, I think it worked out in the end. I mean, $16. That's pretty good. So definitely, guys, you got to take some risks, you know. It's not always going to work out, but you got to get to know your restaurants, especially the expensive ones. Anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, we got both orders picked up. They were both ready, which is awesome, especially from North Italia, because, you know, they're slacking sometimes. But anyways, we're going to drop off the one from North Italia first. It was just like an entree and a bottle of wine. So we got to check his ID. But I think I love it when they already upload their own ID. All you got to do is confirm. So I don't know why people don't do that. It's a lot easier that way. But I've noticed some people don't like to do it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they don't trust DoorDash to hold their information. Who knows? Alrighty, guys. So we get the order dropped off, and now we're sitting around $146, $147, I think. Then I got this order here. Again, DoorDash is making me take these risks. $7.25, 4 miles, but from North Italia. I looked at the items, and just on my experience alone, from North Italia, I know that it's over $100, right? So we're gonna go ahead and risk it. I already accepted. I'm trying to find some parking now, and hopefully it pays off. I mean, it's not really going that far to begin with, so I'm okay with that. The biggest issue here is that the food's gonna be ready. If the food is ready, no problem. If they tell me 20 minutes, I'm probably unassigning, but we'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, the food was ready, so right now we're getting super lucky. There was a bunch of food sitting there in North Italia, so maybe if I get another order, you know, I might be inclined to take it. Again, North Italia it just depends on who's working, and that's so annoying. Like, I don't want to learn people's schedules, you know, but it just depends on who's working. If it's who's working right now, no problem. If it's the other crew that doesn't give an F, you know, then we're in trouble. But we're only 10 minutes away. It is 4.4 miles, but hey, only 10 minutes. So, and the food was ready. Currently $5.59. Let's go. Guys, we got the food dropped off, and on this one, I think I kind of played myself, but not really. So I've been to this customer's house many times, and they've changed their name. So I don't know if they changed their name on their app or have multiple DoorDash accounts or multiple people live in the house. Because I have the other 2 names that I had for this house. I remember that. I remember them vividly. because they were really crappy tippers. So I was like, I'm never gonna come back here. They could order like $1,000 worth of food and the tip stays at $5 or whatever it was, you know. So after that, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna come here because I know who they are. And it's been a while since I've been here, but I'm pretty sure this is a new name that's not on my ban list that's about to go there, you know. But it's just annoying because I feel like it's kind of on me, but at the same time, I mean, you know, you need a little bit of luck, and it's a risk, right? Kind of like the one from Popotella, except that one worked out in my favor. But you know, it's one of those things where it is what it is. I'm not super mad about it because we still made $7.25, and it only took me 10 minutes to deliver the order, and I'm already basically back in my zone per se. But it's just annoying. You know, this one's on me, so you know, I'm gonna take the L real quick. I'm gonna write this new name down in my ban list. I have on my notes in my phone of customer names that I just don't go to, you know, because I should have kind of known when I saw the house on the map, because you know, it's obvious. It's not obvious, but it's like in that little region or where the map was, there's not that many houses that I've been to before, and that one I've definitely been to multiple times. So. You know what's even not funnier, but it's interesting because when I pulled up to the house, I already knew, so I wasn't expecting a lot. But typically they do leave at my door. This time they did hand it to me, so I was like, okay, maybe they'll give me something, cash tip. Nope, she just said, oh, thank you so much, have a wonderful night. You too, lady, have a nice night. And then I walked away. But yeah, I mean, some people, I mean, maybe the only way they can afford the nice house, right? The nice vehicles in the driveway, you just don't tip. But regardless, again, you know, it is a risk that we take sometimes, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, usually whenever you need your catering bag, it's a nice correlation that it's going to be a big order, but again, not always. So anyways, now it's 6:15. We're making our way back to the town center. We'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, we're making our way back to the town center, and you know what? I got this other order here from Uncle Julio's. Again, another risk, but I have a good feeling about this one, a gut feeling. It has a $9.50 payout. It is an order of a family fajita meal. That's, if it lets me see the subtotal, I think it's almost like $80 or whatever. So, you know, I think it's gonna have a little more on top. I think it's going like 4 miles, maybe 5 miles. Again, I guess even if I don't get anything on top, it's not that bad. But I have a feeling that we will. You know, so this one right here, all gut feeling. So hopefully it works out. We're about 5 minutes away, and hopefully the food is ready. That's always key. If I walk in there and its food's not ready, I'm just unassigning. It's just, you know, we just can't be wasting time waiting for orders, you know. So I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I recommend you guys do. You know, if you walk somewhere and then they tell you it's gonna be 15 minutes, bye. I'm unassigning. You know, I mean, that's just me. Unless, of course, I know for a fact it's a banger, and right now it's kind of hard to figure out when an order is going to be a banger 100%, unless of course the initial offer is like $19, $20, whatever. Anyways, let me get this picked up and we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, so we get the food picked up, it was ready. Now we have a 10-minute drive, so even if we only get $9.50, I'm not really going to be that upset, but I might be. Anyways, let's get this dropped off. We'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, we got the food dropped off. It went from $9.50 I think to like $11.75. Completely cool with that. The only issue we had is when I got here, their gate was closed, and you know, they have a little thing for their gate, so I pressed on it and nobody was answering. So then I called her. She was like, oh, well, I'm not home, but according to my gate thing, it's open. And I was like, it's closed. And then I guess she double checked it and then she opened it up again, which is awesome. And then when I was leaving, they were coming home. So it's kind of awkward because they have a really like narrow like driveway, so I had to like back up and let them come in. But it's okay. Now we're back on the road. Currently 6:50, so we're going till 8 o'clock today. So we're kind of running out of time, but not really. So I still think we can make it. Maybe not to 250, but definitely to 200. Let's go. Hey guys, we just picked up our next order here from Silver Diner. Stack offers, $12 payout. I think it's 3 miles. I'm taking it because I'm getting a bunch of garbage and I'm kind of running out of time. And I think I can knock these out fairly quickly. They're both ready, so that's a plus. I'm not really expecting anything on top. Maybe a few dollars, maybe 14, 15 instead of 12. But hey, every little helps, and the miles make sense. 12 bucks, 3 miles. Can't really pass that up. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Hey guys, so we got the orders dropped off, and I don't know what's going on with the app, but my earnings actually went down instead of going up after just dropping off the last 2 orders I just did. So I'm about to call Doordash and see what's up with that, because it lowered. the amount of my earnings actually went down. Like on this dash, instead of going up, it went down. So I don't understand why. It's supposed to be like 89. That's what my other app is tracking, but it's went back down to 67. And I mean by this dash, meaning the dasher started at like 3, I think. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm about to call them. Like I've closed the app, opened the app again, and it's not working. So we'll see what happens. But it's currently 7:41. So let me call DoorDash.
My sincerest apology for the inconvenience and hassle. Could you just give me a minute? Let me pull up your account first, okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, so your earnings keep going down, right?
Well, I mean, it was fine until this last 2 orders that I dropped off from Silver Diner. It was 2 orders, and then it went, instead of going up, it actually went backwards. It went down. That's why I was like, that's weird. Let me just call, see what's going on.
Okay, I see. Again, my apologies for this one. Let me try to investigate what's going on with the account since I don't have any access with that one, okay? Just hold on, okay? And I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you. So she says she doesn't have any access to the account, so then how is she a support person? I don't know. I want my money though. What is going on?
Hi, thank you for calling Doordash Support. This is Mary. Who am I speaking with?
Hey Mary, it's John Marco.
Hi, Gianmarco. How can I help?
Hey, yeah, so I'm in the middle of my dash and I just delivered 2 orders, but instead of my total going up, it actually went down. Like where it says this dash when you're dashing.
Okay, so Gianmarco, just to confirm,
Yeah.
did you went offline?
I'm sorry?
You said that you went offline? Is that what you were saying?
No. My earnings, like the money, it's not, instead of adding it to my account, it actually went lower. So it's supposed to be higher, but right now it's lower. Does that make sense?
Okay, thank you so much for providing that. And I do apologize. So let me just go ahead and take a look at that one.
Okay.
So earnings for today.
Well, I'm still dashing right now. Do you want me to end my dash so you can see it? Would that help you?
No. Just to confirm, what date do you want me to check?
I mean, it's right now.
Mhm.
So today's date. Okay, so I just ended my dash because I mean I have to go anyways, and it's giving me the correct amount that I made, but it's not the one that's reflecting on my Dasher Direct account.
Okay, thank you for providing that. I sincerely apologize for that one. So, So let me just go ahead. So you already entered Dash.
Right.
So you want me to check your earnings as
Yeah.
of today.
Please.
So what does it
So it's supposed to be for this
what is
current dash, it should have been $89.29. So that's what it should have been, but that's not what I got here on my Dasher Direct.
how much does it say?
It's saying 72.29.
72.29.
Oh wait, hold on. No, it just updated and it gave me the rest. So I mean, I got everything. So maybe it was just a glitch. I'm not entirely sure what happened.
Yes, it might have a latency on your end.
Okay. Well, I got everything.
So we're good on that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and Marco. Have a
Yep.
good day.
You too. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now I could have stayed. I could have stayed for that. What's it called? The review, or whatever. I mean, she didn't really do anything. I ended my dash, and it gave me the correct amount. I guess it must have been some kind of weird glitch, but I'm not gonna lie, that kind of freaked me out. Okay, instead of going higher to 89 and 29, it went lower. It went to like $67 or whatever, and I'm like, whoa, what is going on? So yeah, I mean, I had to call support. You know, I had to right away because I was like, what is going on? Honestly, that was kind of weird. I don't think I've ever seen the app do that before, where it goes down. Like it didn't go higher up, it went lower. I think I forgot who it was. So I know you're gonna kill me, but we were talking yesterday on my last video. I think the same thing that kind of happened to him, where like his earnings kind of disappeared, and then he had to call DoorDash and get that figured out. Hey, you gotta figure when it's about money, you gotta be on top of that. But anyways, I'm gonna see if I can get back on. It's 7:50. I kind of do one more order, but we'll see. Plus, I need to go back. I just parked in a random parking lot because I wanted to just figure that out. So I'm gonna head back to the town center, and we'll see you guys in a bit. So we're back at the town center. I just, I ended. Like I told you, I ended my dash earlier, but I tried to start it back up again, and it told me it was busy. Then I got a bunch of garbage, and I was like, you know what? It's okay. We're gonna dash till 8. It's technically 8:05. We're gonna finish today's dash at $180 with 70 cents, which includes the Potbelly orders, which I think I should include them because I was out here for that. So some of you guys might disagree. I mean, that's okay, but I'm going to include them because I delivered those orders. And if I didn't do those orders, I might have done other orders on DoorDash. Probably not as much, but would have done something. But basically, we're gonna finish here at $180 or 70 cents. And it's funny that even we doing those 2 orders from Potbelly, we only have 18 deliveries for the entire day. Which is kind of what I've been averaging, 18 deliveries, give or take. And usually some days, on good days, I can do 200 on that, or maybe a little bit lower, which I guess 180 is a little bit lower. But yeah, I mean, I'm ending on a weird note. That thing with DoorDash with the support kind of like really threw me off. And I'm sorry if I sounded like I was being an ass to the lady or being condescending or anything, but I just, I think there is an obvious language barrier. Honestly, I think her English was pretty good. I mean, it was proficient. It was enough. The first one a little more on the fence, but this one, I mean, she was fine. I honestly don't think she would have been able to help me if my earnings did really disappeared. I think she was gonna hit me with the we're gonna forward this to the appropriate team or whatever BS they say sometimes. So luckily it might have been just a glitch, but the fact that I saw my earnings like disappear or like go lower, I'm not gonna lie, it scared the crap out of me. And I know it's only a couple of dollars, but but that's my money. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. So I think we're starting the week, decent. 180, that's not a bad way to start the week. But yeah, again, it was just one of those things that you guys might think I'm crazy, I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming along on today's dash. Again, don't settle for all those BS orders. Take good orders, take decent orders. Make sure you guys are making some money, make that profit. But anyways, you guys stay safe. We'll see you guys next time.